Something is very wrong, and I'm starting to realize that the people around me don't feel real anymore, like they're only pretending to be human. It began with smiles. Not the warm-skinned kind that arrive late, like they were fetched from storage and placed carefully on a face. I noticed it first on the train ride to work. A woman across from me laughed at something on her phone, but her eyes didn't move. The sound came out perfectly timed, perfectly human, yet nothing else followed. No breath, no crinkle at the edges. When the laugh ended, her face reset. I told myself I was tired. At the office, Mark asked how my weekend was. He asked the same way he always did, same inflection, same pause before my name. When I told him I stayed home, he nodded exactly 3 times. He always nodded 3 times. I watched his reflection in the darkened monitor while he did it, just to be sure I wasn't imagining things. Sounds relaxing, he said. The words felt pre-recorded. That night, I tried to remember when I'd last had a conversation that surprised me. I couldn't. The next day the city started looping. Not literal anything so obvious, but patterns emerged that refused to stay hidden one scene. The barista on my corner hummed the same tune every morning, stopping at the same note. The jogger in the red jacket passed my building at 7:42 a.m. every day. Never faster, never slower. When I waved once, just to test it, he didn't react. The next day, he waved at me exactly once. At lunch, I told my coworker Lena that I felt off. She tilted her head. Off how? She asked. I tried to explain the smiles, the repetition, the feeling that the world was conserving effort around me. Lena listened carefully. Too carefully. That's a common stress response, she said. You should consider rest. Her voice was calm. So calm it scraped. I asked where she'd heard that. She blinked. Once. Then again. I don't remember, she said. Smiling, I started testing them. Small things at first, changing routines, asking questions that didn't fit. When someone said, "How are you?" I answer, honestly. I'm scared, I told the cashier. She paused. Her mouth opened, closed. For a moment, just a moment, nothing happened. Then she said, "Receipt?" I went home early and stood in front of my mirror. I made faces until my cheeks hurt. I laughed, then stopped suddenly. My reflection followed me perfectly. I didn't feel better. That night, my phone buzzed with a message from an unknown number. "You're noticing too much." I typed back, "Who is this?" 3 dots appeared. Disappeared. Appeared again. "Please don't escalate," the message read. I turned my phone off and sat in the dark, listening to the building breathe. If you want to hear more, watch the video at the time to 33.